All right, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach and then go for some questions.
Yeah, congrats to Pitt. You know, they played an outstanding offensive game tonight, having 22 assists on 28 baskets, making 18 threes. You know, they're a very unselfish team. They're a veteran team. They got good size. Those guys all shoot the ball with confidence. Thought, you know, we did a good job guarding Marius, but those other, you know, Henson and Elliott really dinged us up for three. I don't even think they shot a two the entire game. You know, so I really like Jeff's team. I think they're really good. I think that's why our league is good, because there's a lot of good teams in our league. You know, we can't come out and defend like that in the first half. That's on me. I just don't think we played hard enough. They did a really good job early of getting the ball quick out of the ball screen and getting across the midline. And then we were doing a poor job. Our guards did a really poor job of getting guarding the tagging the roller, and then getting back out. You got to do both. And either we weren't there, or then we were there and they drove around us. Second half, we adjusted the ball screen. We went to the drop. We were in ice in the first half. Thought we did better with that. Bigs did a good job. It's not on the bigs. It's on the guards. The 1-3-1, I think, helped us get back in the game. And they banged us a couple times there late. But we've got to clean up our ball screen defense. Fought hard, you know, like against Virginia, got down, came back. This time took the lead. Had a chance to win it last play. It was a high screen and roll called high chess with Andrew and Ty. The options were Ty come off. If they don't switch, Andrew pops. He's got a wide open shot to win the game. Or he can come off and shoot it, or he can come off drive it. Looking at it, Drew was open. Well, I thought Drew, but I was standing right there when Ty shot it. He got a good look. I take that every time. Cam looked like they were face guarding Damari, which I knew they would. Burton was at the nail, kind of getting ready to come out on Andrew, so Cam could have back cut in there and got a layup and tied the game, but we didn't. It didn't happen. So I have no problem with the shot that Ty took, by no means. So I'll open up for questions.
The two-part is like, how upset are you that your team dug itself a hole again?
Yeah.
How proud are you that they came back but then fell short again?
It's frustrating. I mean, there's no reason to start games like that, you know, defensively. Offensively, we'll probably go back and look at a lot of shots blown at the rim again, too. We got to the rim a lot. Did we finish? I don't know. I have to look at it. It's frustrating because we got a good basketball team, but you can't. It's not this time of year to be doing that. You know, that's something you do early in the year. And to me, it's a lot of it's effort, and that's on me. It's on me to get the effort out. And so I don't like playing from behind. I want to be ahead, you know. And so, but a lot of that credit goes to Pitt too. I mean, they shot him. You got to make them. So you guys could stay in the gym by yourself and not make those shots. So you know, they had guys out there on. But credit to them too.
Thoughts on, obviously it was what you were looking for, but not fouling late in the game, but well, like a 6-second difference.
We were going to, okay, but we were going to foul. We were going to foul 33, and then Jeff called timeout and took him out. So now what? They got a team that shoots what, 79% from the free throw line. What are you going to do? We ride it out, and we got it. And it's crazy, as poorly as we probably defended, we got a shot clock violation in the last possession of the game defensively. So credit to our team for doing that, you know. And but yeah, I think we were going to foul 33 there if we could get. We didn't want to get it intentional, you know, but Jeff took him out, and so that strategy went out the door.
Coach mentioned Pitt hitting free throws down the stretch. In the game, you had 11 of 18 free throws and 7 of 12 in the second half. How frustrating is that as a coach for your team?
Well, I mean, it's part of the game. I'm not going to blame anybody for missing free throws. Cam made 2 big free throws to beat Wisconsin, so you know, nobody's hurting worse than he's hurting. You know, he feels bad, but there's a lot of plays in the game that can change a game. You know, and I have confidence in there. He makes he's a good free throw shooter. So, yeah, I mean, 2 for 5 from the free throw line. What, in the last 2 minutes? I hard to win that way. I think that's where I think Ty made a couple. Maybe Cam missed. I guess he missed 4. I mean, then Dave Young missed the front end of 1-1. You know, yeah, you like to have those back, and you know, it's part of it.
Steve, how do you defend a team that takes just 2 layups in the last 16 to 28 and keeps shooting the way that they're shooting? What do you call on as an adjustment?
I think, you know, we tried, you know, we were trying to on the pick and roll, we were trying to guard the tag. You know, we're trying to tag the roller with the guards on the weak side, you know, get out. They were, you know, a lot of teams aren't as good as they are, and they got good size. Of in the pick and roll with 2 guys guarding them to get out to pass it up out of there with the hands, and they were doing a great job. They're just getting off the ball. And we were in the lane closing out late, so we went to the drop. So we didn't have to roll guard, didn't have to tag the roll. The big had the ball in the roll. The guard fights over. Now we can get out. We got a better chance. Also, I went to the 1-3-1 so we could just be out there, you know, which was frustrating a couple of times because when Blake made a couple of the corners, like he's not putting it on the floor, guys. Go right to his feet. Make him dribble the ball. Not that he can't, but that's, you know, that's got to play your strengths, stay away from your weaknesses, man. And so I thought the 1-3-1 helps with that for a little bit. You can't stay in something like that forever, you know. And so I thought the drop helped us. We got killed in the ice, and the credit to them for doing it.
Coach, you guys have lost 2 in a row just for the 2nd time this season. What do you have to do to respond, especially with NC State coming to town?
We got scored more points than NC State.
Steve, you said you thought you did a good job on Javarius Burnley tonight. Were you trying to? He had 9 assists, but were you trying to force the ball out of his hands?
Yeah. Initially, initially we kind of called red. We were kind of facing. We were trying to deny his catches. You know, he's a good player. You know, and so we thought he made a lot of their things go. And so, but he did a good job. He didn't force things. He didn't get frustrated. You know, which was an older player should got recruited many moons ago when I was at East Tennessee State. I mean, he's a good player. And to his credit, he didn't get frustrated because he is the leading scorer. But he just tried to win the game. You know, now you know we did a better job in the drop in the second half, and he got some of those shots. He didn't make them. You know, we got some rebounds that way. It was better for him to shoot the tough 2s and shooting those 3s. And that's kind of what we traded off more in the second half, was more some tough 2s than 3s.
Jeff talked about, and I know you said that you were okay with the final shot. Jeff talked about their plan was, at least for the last shot, was to force Tyree to his left. Was that something that you were still okay with in that situation? Were you trying to intentionally get him to his favorite spot on his right?
No, I mean, it's just a high screen. You know, he could go right or left. I mean, he can score either way. You know, now I understand, you know, doing strengths and weaknesses on players, you try to roll the dice and you hope that, you know, he goes left and you don't make it. Or, you know, to me, and I just mean as a right-handed shooter, it was always more natural for me to go left. I could get more squared up easier. To me, when you go right, you got to turn into your shot. I don't know. You know, that's something that they did. You know, I kind of thought Andrew was open. I don't know if he was or not. But, you know, Ty's he's a guy, he makes those kind of shots. So you put it in your best player's hands and score.
All right. Last one.
Coach, first off, Zach Keller's played in 2 weeks. Is there kind of a reasoning to going to him tonight? And then
All right. Thanks, guys.